Hi everyone, many thanks for joining us today. My name is Gloria. We'll be having an interactive section with Northumbria University, Newcastle. Today we'll be checking about facts and figures. We'll be checking and knowing everything we need to know about Northumbria University, gaining admission into the university, the student life, and every other thing we need to know. So joining us today from Northumbria University is Promise. She will be leading us today and be telling us all the information about Northumbria University. During the course of this webinar, if you have any questions, you can please drop them at the chat box and Promise will be answering them. So I'm going to be handing over to Promise. Hi, Promise.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Hi. Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Promise, the rep for Northumbria University, Newcastle. Please, can everyone confirm if you can hear me? And I just shared my screen. Please help me confirm if you can see my screen, please.
Yes, Promise. We can see your screen and we can hear you.
All right, thank you. Thank you all for joining in. As I said earlier, my name is Promise, the rep for Northumbria University, West Africa region. So I'll be making a presentation about Northumbria University. As Ms. Gloria said, after the whole presentation, we'll answer all questions you have. So during the presentation, feel free to drop your question in the chat box. Okay. So Northumbria University. So who are we? So Northumbria University, we are based in or located in Newcastle, which is the northeast of England in the UK. So for 2022, according to Times Higher Education Awards, we were named the University of the Year. And also, we are one of the top 30 university in the UK league tables. Then also, we are also the top 23rd in the UK for research power, according to Research Excellence Framework 2021. Then when it comes to the courses we offer practical courses with a focus on employability, which I know is one of the top focus for students that want to study in the UK or study abroad. Everybody's focused on how employable or how well their course is. So also, from students from more than 100 countries, we have different nationals that come to study with us at Northumbria University. This is to promote diversity. Then also we are top 11th university in the UK for craft and design. Then how to get to Newcastle. So it depends on where you're going from, either from Nigeria or Ghana. But for Nigeria, we don't have a direct flight to Newcastle. You may choose to fly through to London or Amsterdam or Paris, any of these cities. So from London to Newcastle by rail, we are 3 hours away from Newcastle. If you're coming in through Amsterdam, we are 1 hour, 20 minutes away by air. Then also Edinburgh, we are 1 hour, 30 minutes. So this is just the cities close to Newcastle. It depends on where you're coming from. So this is just the map of Northumbria University, the city center of Newcastle. That is Northumbria University. We are situated in the city center of Newcastle. So this is just the road map. Then this is one of the edifices we have in Northumbria University. Also the same thing. Then this is the student central. So student central is where most of the activities happen in Northumbria University. So as a student, when you get an admission with us, if you need help with anything, so this is one of the first places you go to. You will see the IT, they ask for help at this place, student central. Then now courses that we offer at Northumbria University. We offer lots of courses. We have the business and law faculty. Then under the business and law faculty, we have business and management, finance, marketing, a whole lot of courses. So these courses are not the only courses we offer under business and law. We have a lot of courses we offer under business and law faculty. We also offer courses under the health, life sciences, and education. Then we also have engineering courses, applied science courses, a whole lot of courses that you will want to choose from. And then thinking of applying. So for now, September 2023, it's closed. All applications are now closed for September 2023. Now we are looking at January 2024, which is the next intake, but that's for just master's postgraduate student for master's courses. For January, we don't offer undergraduate courses. Undergraduate courses runs just September each year. Right now, the portal is open for 2024, that is January application, and we will advise you put in your application right away, right now, because the surge and the demand has increased so much, and you won't apply late, then you find out that we are already oversubscribed and you won't get a place. Our advice to put in your applications on time. Then also, if you want to find out more about your courses, you can go on our website, www.northumbria.ac.uk, to find more about your course, tuition fee, and anything you need to know, have a course overview, the modules, so you have an idea of what you are going to study. Then we go to entry requirements. So for Northumbria University, these are the list of documents that we need from you to put in a successful application. The first one I'm going to talk about is WAEC or NECO results. For Northumbria University, the minimum grade we accept is a C6 in English in WAEC or a B3 in English in NECO. But some courses you will require to provide IELTS, that is for nursing and social work. This requirement, that is the minimum grade in WAEC and NECO, are for courses outside nursing and social work. So if you have a minimum grade in B3 in NECO or a C6 in English in WAEC, you are good to go. But if you don't meet this minimum requirements, please, you need to provide IELTS, and you can see the band that you need on the website. As I mentioned earlier, you can go on your course, log into the website, search for your course, then click on entry requirements. Then you see the band or the IELTS requirement you need for your course. Then the second thing is you need to provide a scratch card to verify your results. That is for those that have their WAEC or NECO results. You need to provide a scratch card. That is, if you are uploading your documents, please upload your scratch card alongside. And this can be sourced from either WAEC website or NECO website. Now, the next thing you need to provide is your passport biodata page. Your passport should be valid. It shouldn't be an expired passport. So your passport is one of the major requirements. I don't think you cannot put in a complete application without providing your passport. So this is also a requirement. Then the next thing is your statement of purpose. Statement of purpose, this is you telling us why what brought about the curiosity in the course you applied for. Why do you want to study at Northumbria University? That is just telling us about your course, your drive, why the UK, why Northumbria University. Then the other thing again is your undergraduate academic transcripts. You need to provide that, and the minimum we accept is a 2.2. Then a well-detailed CV, one reference letter, either academic or professional. We just need one from you. Then English language proficiency results. I've explained this earlier. This is for those that do not meet the minimum grade, or if you're going for nursing or social work, you need to provide IELTS. Then this is fees deposit scholarship for January 2024 intake. As I mentioned earlier, September 2023 it's now closed for application. So for annual tuition fee for most courses ranges between £17,500 to £19,000. So this is our tuition fee. It depends on your course you are applying for. If you want to know more about the tuition fee, I would advise you go on the website and search for your course, then go under the fees, funding and scholarship column. You will find more information on the fees for your course. Then for those going for MSc with advanced practice, this is a 2 years master's program. We offer 2 years master's program. We call it MSc with advanced practice. The tuition fee is £22,000. Then tuition discount. We have tuition discount for some courses. Not all courses enjoys this discount, and it's £2,000 off your tuition fee. To find out if your course is eligible for this discount, I'll advise you also go on the website. Then also for undergraduate programs, we also have the discount of the tuition fee. That's £3,000. That applies just in the first year. So from the second year, you pay the full tuition fee when you finish. Then tuition deposit. Tuition deposit for January 2024 is £5,000. So let me talk about the payment plan. So the payment plan is, once you get an admission with us, you are to make an initial deposit of £5,500. Then on enrollment is when you're to resume school. You're to make 50% of your tuition fee. 50% of your tuition fee, the initial deposit is inclusive. The remaining 50% will be paid the next semester, on or before the next semester. So that is the payment plan. This is for the 1 year course. But if you apply for the 2 years master's program, you split the £22,000 into two. That is, you're paying £11,000 in the first year and the second £11,000 in the second year. The payment plan still applies as same, £5,500, then 50% of your tuition fee on enrollments, then the other 50% the next semester. Then for the other £11,000, you can pay that in 2 installment payments. Okay, important things to note. Once you put in an application with us at Northumbria University, I would advise you to watch out for any emails. That means you have to check your emails regularly to see if you have any update from the school. Take note of deadlines when you need to apply and when you need to respond to your offers and all. So also, if you receive a conditional offer, conditional offers, these are those students that did not provide all the documents during the application stage. Maybe they did not provide their WIAC or transcript or anything during the application stage. So this we call that conditional offer. If you have conditional offer, you need to search through the offer letter and see if you have a deadline, and you have to respond within that time frame, or else maybe your admission may be withdrawn if you do not respond. Or advise you to respond to your offers timely. Also, once you get a conditional offer, you need to firmly accept the offer. So this can be done on your applicant portal. You have time frame or deadlines, you need to respond to this also. Another thing again to look out for is when to pay your deposits after receiving your offers. So you need to check your emails for information on this to know, oh, when do I need to pay my tuition deposit before the deadline. Very important. Then you have to also prepare your finance in advance so you can meet with deadline. It is one thing putting your application right now. It's another thing again to prepare your finance so you won't have any delay. Remember, in Nigeria here, we need visa to be able to study in the UK. So everything works with time. You put in the application at a particular time, you make your initial deposit, you get your CAS, and you prepare for your visa in order to resume school timely. So once you're putting the application, make sure or try and make sure all your finances are ready so there won't be any delay, any stuff like that. Then also, another thing again that is very important is you need to try or aim, your main objective is to resume to school timely, or when on the date the offer letter states you should aim to resume in school. Very important. So that. Another thing again is you are not to book a travel to arrive and enroll past the enrollment date. We have the resumption date. So we advise students not to, it's not advisable for students to resume to school after the enrollment date. Okay, contacting the university after your application. So once you've put in an application with us, automatically the team will create an applicant portal. So that portal, you use that to communicate with the admission team. So after application with us, if you have any queries, you can reach out to the team via the contact us button on the applicant portal. You use the contact us button to ask questions or queries or anything you don't understand. So you can use that. If you have queries, you use the contact us button on the applicant portal. But if you need more information after you put in an application, you can contact the Nigerian office if you have any questions you have. Then if you apply through an agent, which is SIUK, you can also meet them for help. They are ready to help you with any questions you have down to the visa stage. They will guide you through the process down there. So this is the accommodation we have. We have different accommodation for students, but this is for single students, not students with dependents. So we have accommodation for students. Then this is one of the accommodations we have. Then important things to note about the accommodation. The university has accommodation for students, but this is just for single students, no accommodation for couples, that is student coming in with dependents. Then the university, we do not help with providing private accommodation, that is accommodation that is out of the school's accommodation. So we don't provide help for that. So only thing we do is just the accommodation the university has. The another thing to note is before you travel, we advise you to book your accommodation on time. That will also help you to settle in easily rather than you arriving in the UK and you don't have anywhere to stay. It's going to drag you a little bit. So we advise you before you travel, book your accommodation, and this should be done timely. Then if you want to find more information on accommodation, you can go on our website. Then just go on our website, www.northumbria.ac.uk/accommodations. You will find more information on that. Then important things to note. September 2023 application is now closed. Then you should expect application update from now. Then initial deposit, that is for those going in September, is £4,500 for Nigerian students, then £5,500 for Ghanaian students. Tuition deposit for January 2024 is £5,500. This is both Nigeria and Ghana students. English language proficiency now required for nursing and social work. Then, so these are the important things you need to note. You can reach out any information you need or reach out through SIUK. They will guide you through the process. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out now and I will try and answer all questions before the time goes. Thank you.
Wow. That was quite interesting, and you literally covered everything.
Oh, thank you.
Within minutes. Okay, so if you have any questions from Northumbria University representative about the admission process, the school, student life, or anything you need to know, please kindly ask in the chat box, and Promise will be answering them.
Okay. If you have any question, please drop the question, please.
So I'll be reading out some. There's someone said I have received a conditional offer from the university in March for January intake 2024 MSc nursing pre-registration. How long will it take to receive an unconditional offer?
Okay, I don't know, have you fulfilled your conditions? If you've not, I would advise you to do that now.
Yes, I have. The only condition left is the DBS test, which currently running at the IOM office this afternoon. But all other conditions have been met.
Okay, so you need to fulfill all conditions. We don't have, I can't say this is when, but once you fulfill all your conditions, then the team will review the documents you provide them. The necessary updates will be made. Okay.
All right.
I hope I was able to answer your question.
Yeah, sure. But sorry, secondly, on the applicant's portal, there's actually no place to upload these health check results.
Okay, that should be done under the documents button. Same place you uploaded the other documents. So please upload that under the document field. You click on the document field, then you see add additional document, then you can upload that under there. That's fine.
All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, so someone's asking if you offer pre-master's programs for students with third class.
Pre-masters at Newcastle campus, we don't, but we have a pathway that is QA. They offer pre-masters, but that is London campus. But we don't offer pre-masters at Newcastle, just QA, a pathway.
Okay, so I want to ask, what's the turnaround time?
The turnaround time?
Yeah, for application.
Okay, right now we know the surge. Right now, Nigeria, Africa, applying to UK. So the surge is on a high side. But once you put in an application, the team will review your document and be able to give you the offer or anything, the update that you need. But we don't have a specific time and say, oh, this is it, this is it. But we'll try our possible best to respond timely to offers.
Okay, so I think somebody is asking for the September intake. Sorry, Hamzat. September intake is currently closed according to promise. She just said it. So the next intake is January, which is now open. So if you're interested, I would advise you to contact us so we can start your January application now before it starts getting crowded.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Just put in your application now, start putting it in. So remember the surge and everything. So
okay, so someone's asking for a 2 years program. The payment is £22,000, right?
Yes, please. Yes, the payment for the 2 years program is £22,000. And as I mentioned earlier, the payment plan is can split the school fees into two. That is, you're making payment of £11,000 in the first year, then the second £11,000 in the second year. Okay.
Okay, she said is undergraduate she was asking for. If the undergraduate is closed for September intake, I think.
Yes, please. We are closed for September intake, and the next intake is September 2024. That's the next intake we have.
For undergraduates?
Yes, please. We so just run master's program.
January.
No, we run just master's program in January, then undergraduate program September each year. Master's program January and September each year. Then undergraduate, just September each year.
All right. So I want to ask, is there like a study gap? Like maybe
The study gap. Okay, for masters, we don't have one. Then on the graduate, it depends on the time and the age. If the student may be beyond, let's say 25 to 30 years, going to study undergraduate course, it's a bit far. But for master's program, we don't have any for that.
okay. Then is there like a study gap for WIEC results? I know some people finished their WIEC so many years ago, but they still use it as an English proficiency test for their IELTS.
IELTS, yes. Okay, WIEC, this WIEC results, you need to provide scratch card. Then if you search on the website of WIEC, you can just go back as far as 1980. So if your result is from 1980 till date, that means you can provide your scratch card. It is valid. But if your WIEC result is from 1980s to the 70s or 60s, please you need to provide IELTS for this, because you cannot verify that result. That's the reason. But from 1980 till date, yes, you can make use of that WIEC result. It's fine.
So this one's asking, do you mean 50% of £22,000 has to be paid as deposit, or £5,500 first as deposit and another 5,500 before resumption? I think the person wants to have a clear understanding on the payment
plan.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go through this again. £22,000. This is for those going for MSc with advanced practice. You split the £22,000 into two. That is, you're paying £11,000 in the first year, the second £11,000 in the second year. Payment plan for the first year, you make an initial deposit of £5,500, which is already 50% of £11,000. Normally you're meant to pay initial deposit 50% on enrollment, then the other 50% the second semester. But since the initial deposit is already 50% of the tuition fee, you don't have any thing to balance on enrollment. That is, once you make your initial deposit, what you're looking at is paying up the other 50%, the start of the second semester. Then the second £11,000, that is for the second year, will be paid in two, or can be paid in two installment payments. So that's the payment plan. Then let me just go through the 1 year master's program. For the 1 year master's program, 50%, 1 year master's program, you make £5,500, then 50% on enrollment. The other 50% will be paid the second semester. That's the payment plan.
Okay, so someone's asking how much is pre-master's program. Sorry, Jennifer, the Northumbria University doesn't do direct pre-master's, so you have to go through a pathway, right? Promise?
Yes, they have to go through pathway QA, Northumbria still.
Okay,
but
QA,
we don't offer
Northumbria.
pre-masters. Yes, so they have to go through QA for that to get full information on that also. Yes.
Okay, so you mean someone with age at the age of 30 years cannot partake in undergraduate programs?
Yes, we need to consider what have the person been doing since let's go. Has he or she run any program or anything? So then let's go. And that thing again, it's one thing from the Northumbria to give an admission. Remember, they still need to apply for a visa. So all these things are put into consideration. So those are the things they put into consideration. For 30 years, what have the person been doing from there? Have you run any certification program? So these are the things we consider also.
All right, so in the absence of more questions, I guess that will be all for today. So, Promise, I don't know if you still have any more thing you want to share with us.
Okay, what I just have to say is, I'll advise everyone, or you're interested in putting an application with us, should do that on time. You can reach out to SIUK, they're one of our trusted partners, and they will help you with the application process. They'll guide you through the process down to visa stage. They will help you through everything. And if you have any inquiry or anything, you can reach out to us, or through them, they will help you with everything. And thank you all for joining in today's webinar. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you all for joining. So just a recap of everything. The September intake is now closed. The January intake is now open. So if you want to study at Northumbria University, Newcastle, you have to start your application now for January 2024. Okay, so contact us for your application processing. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Promise. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. And you
Thanks,
too.
everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.